Most bad tech stack decisions do not start with bad code. They start earlier, when someone chooses WordPress, Shopify, React, or custom code before they understand the job the software is supposed to do. That is backwards. So in this video, I want to give you the checklist I use before choosing a stack. Not a perfect universal rule, but a practical way to think through the trade-offs before the project becomes expensive to change. No platform loyalty, just fit for the job. I have shipped real work across WordPress, Shopify, React, custom PHP, and Shopify apps.
And the biggest lesson is this: every stack can be the right choice in the right context, and every stack can become technical debt in the wrong context. The trick is knowing what context you are in. Question 1: what is the primary job of the project? If the primary job is publishing content, managing pages, handling SEO, and giving non technical people a familiar admin, WordPress might be the boring but correct answer. If the primary job is selling products reliably, handling checkout, and reducing operational maintenance, Shopify might be the better starting point. If the primary job is a highly interactive interface, custom workflow, dashboard, or SaaS product, React or a custom app may make more sense. The mistake is treating every project like an app or every app like a website. Start with a job. Question 2: who will maintain it after launch? This is not a business-only question. It is a technical requirement. A stack that works well for a developer-maintained project can be a terrible choice for a client who does not want to touch hosting, plugins, deployments, or error logs. If a technical person owns the system, you can accept more control and more responsibility. If a non-technical person owns it, you should bias toward tools that reduce maintenance and make common tasks safer. Client capability is part of the architecture. Question 3: how custom is the workflow? A standard blog, marketing site, or content-heavy business does not need a custom app just because custom apps are more interesting to developers. A standard e-commerce store does not need a fully custom checkout or custom admin if Shopify already solves the core workflow. But if the workflow is unusual, custom approvals, internal dashboards, complex permissions, multi-step business logic, or data that does not fit the platform well, then forcing it into WordPress or Shopify can become painful. Customization is not free, but avoiding necessary customization is not free either. Question 4: where does the data live? This matters more than people think. If the important data is content, WordPress has a strong model for that. If the important data is products, orders, inventory, customers, and checkout, Shopify gives you a managed e-commerce data model. If the important data is unique to your product, custom entities, workflows, permissions, analytics, or internal business rules, then a custom database and app architecture may be the cleaner path. A lot of bad projects happen because the data model fights the platform from day one. Question 5: what happens if this grows? A stack choice is not just about launch, it is about the next 6 months, the next 2 years, and who gets called when the system breaks. If the project grows in content volume, editorial workflow, and SEO tools matter. If it grows in order volume, e-commerce reliability matters. If it grows in product complexity, architecture, and testing matter. If it grows in team size, maintainability and conventions matter. The question is not, can we build version 1? The question is, can we live with version 3? So before choosing the stack, ask these 5 questions. What is the primary job? Who maintains it? How custom is the workflow? Where does the data live? And what happens if it grows? If you answer those honestly, the stack decision usually becomes much clearer. WordPress is not just old technology, Shopify is not just a hosted store, React is not automatically over engineering. Custom code is not automatically better. They are tools. The job decides which one fits. A content-heavy local business probably does not need a custom React app. WordPress may be the right answer. A standard e-commerce store that wants fewer technical problems probably does not need WooCommerce just because the software is free. Shopify may be the right answer. A custom SaaS dashboard probably should not be forced into WordPress just because WordPress is familiar. A WordPress site with one durable custom feature might need a plugin, not a pile of theme code. A Shopify store with a repeated merchant workflow problem might need an app, not another manual process. This is what stack agnostic means in practice, not neutral, not vague, just honest about fit. The best stack is not the newest stack, it is not the most popular stack, and it is not always the stack you personally enjoy using. The best stack is the one that fits the job, matches the people who will maintain it, and survives the next version of the project. That is the checklist. If you want more practical breakdowns on WordPress, Shopify, React AI coding, and real world stack decisions, subscribe to Stack Agnostic. No platform loyalty. Pick the stack that fits the job.